Well, here's my new Hydrologic Stealth 300. I just got it a week ago and hooked it up. I have to give a big heads up to Hydrologic. This was one easy unit to hook up. Everything was in the kit. That's my water line, the filtered water that comes out. This is my black or my white feeder line that runs to the unit to fill it with water from the sink in the basement. I was gonna solder in a fitting onto my cold water line, but I decided to just use a diverter, which works excellent. Put a gasket on, tighten it onto the faucet, and when I charged it up, I had plenty of water pressure. It's not on right now, but I was well into the green. I was over 60 psi, so it's functioning just perfect. Now I've got clean drinking water for the home and for gardening. It's quite a neat little unit. Apparently it can filter up to 200 gallons a day, which is fine by me. So now I'm refilling all my water jugs instead of going out and buying those water jugs from the store, from Walmart or wherever. I actually did some tests on some of the waters, and they're not that good from the department stores, the filtered water. But this definitely drops the parts per millions nicely, way down. I think after I run the system and I use a ppm meter, I'm at about 5 ppm. And if I'm not using the water filter, the house water that's coming into the house is well into the 220 ppms, and actually the bottled water was even higher, about 240, 250, would fluctuate a bit. So I'm pretty happy with this unit. It's working magnificently. Okay, we're going to test our water with our trusty meter, our parts per million meter. We're using a reverse osmosis system to filter the drinking water in the house. And we've got 3 different types of water. We got the city water coming from the street, bottled water from a store, and our RO water from the reverse osmosis system. So we'll turn on our meter. Not sure whether you can see that. But the meter's on. And we're going to measure the parts per million in our city water. I'll take the glass full of city water. City water. Pop in our meter. Stir it around a bit. And get our reading. And our city water is at 181 parts per million. Let's see if we can see that. 183. Here's our trusty bottled water from your local big box store. Bottled water. And we'll measure that. By no means is any of this scientific. And that's the bottled water. That's high. That's like in the 262. That is high for bottled water. I thought it would be a lot cleaner. Less particulate metals and dissolved solids. Surprising. Now, we'll do our reverse osmosis water, our filtered water, through a sediment filter, a carbon filter, and 2 membranes. Let's see our old water. We'll see how that is. And that's that. And there's the, hold that. Ah, that's a big difference. That's down to 4 parts per million of this dissolved solids and minerals. That's really cleaned up the water a lot. This isn't a scientific experiment. It's just showing you the different types of how high the water is. We'll do the city water again. City water comes up from the street, on, meter in, city water. $187. Now here's the fun one. The bottled water from your local big box store. Bottled water. Whew. Pretty high, 244 bottled water. Here I am buying the bottled water thinking it's better than the city water. By the looks of it, it's not. Anyhow, there you have it. City water, reverse osmosis water, and bottled water. The best is the reverse osmosis. Right there. Thanks for watching. There it is. It's up and running. It's in the green. It's perfect. I can actually increase the pressure a bit more if I want by turning the faucet on a little stronger. But I think that's just perfect. We're going to do a test in a little while with the 3 different types of water that are in the house. We've got the water coming in off the street. We'll use a parts per million meter to test it. We'll test bottled water from Walmart or wherever you get it. And then we're going to test the RO water, which is down in there. It's starting to fill up this jug that'll go on top of the water cooler for daily drinking. I really don't like the water that the city here supplies. The ppms were right up there, so we'll do a test and show you what it's like in a few minutes.